My opponent's entire case and the rebuttals against my case all revolve around innovation, but I've already addressed this in the previous speech and my opponent has not responded to a single one. I extend my first one, Child 17, there's no impact. Harmonizing away from strict patent rights has hardly prevented new forms of HIV and AIDS combination therapy from materializing. Second, reduced medical prices don't actually destroy innovation, and P48021, the pharmaceutical industry collects 63% of the profits for the entire health sector money, charging high prices 76% greater than entire R&D expenditure. Third, only some new medications are truly innovative, which non-uniques their impact. P48021, only a few fraction of new medications are truly innovative. Since 1975, only 10 to 15% of drugs entering the market represented advances. And finally, pharmaceutical claims are exaggerated. Empirics in Congress proves P48021. Pharma asserts it costs $2.87 billion to invent a drug, which is grossly exaggerated out of a pharma-funded center source that is not disclosed. Next, moving into the framework, my opponent does not even attempt to respond to my framework, so extend these. My value criterion was utilitarianism, extend the justifications. First, preventing suffering comes before all the rights, and second, existential threats outweigh, so extinction is the worst possible impact under utilitarianism, and utilitarianism outweighs under minimizing sexual oppression, because by using minimizing sexual oppression, you're only allowing people to focus on the minority, and you're rejecting the majority's opinion, and the majority's opinion matters because that is what's needed to prevent extinction at the end. And and next, extend my fourth justification. Pleasure and pain are intrinsically valuable. Everything is decided by pleasure and pain. What is, even if the judge buys our framework, what is oppression and what is not oppression has to be decided through pleasure and pain, so utilitarianism comes first. And so my framework outweighs, and my second justification was existential threats outweigh, and my opponent does not respond to this. Clearly, she just says that it rarely happens, new pandemics rarely happen, so this link doesn't make sense. But first of all, I have several cards that say that new pandemics are deadlier and faster coming. For example, in 2020, experts have warned a virus would cause the next pandemic, and deadly infectious disease outbreaks would become more common. And second, pandemics lead to extinction. Pandemics cause diseases that threaten humanity. If we disturb the environment, the next pandemic could lead us to extinction. So my opponent does not respond to this link properly. And finally, my opponent does not just completely disregards my second contention to extend this. IP protections are difficult to achieve in developing countries. There is a minimal number of patents in other countries, and the Western patent model is inaccessible for under-resourced countries. My opponent does not respond to this. Her only argument is that there will be no innovation, so distribution won't even matter, but her plan doesn't even make sense because innovation, I prove, does not decrease with my plan because you're only reducing it and not completely destroying medical prices.